어쩜 이렇게 시간이 안 가는지 정말 버스 안에서 고인 이불 속에서 고인 고인은 언제나 너에게 고인
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. My name is Hasifa Putri Maharani, Class Management 22A, NPM 2241131. In this video is one you tell you about interview. First, understanding. An interview is a formal conversation between two or more people, typically conducted to gather information, assess qualification, or make decisions. Interview can serve various purposes and can occur in a wide range of contexts, including job interview, research interview, media interview, and more. Next, meaning and types of interview. Number one, job interview. This is one of the most common types of interview where a prospective employer meets with a job applicant to assess their qualification, skill, and suitability for a particular position. Job interviews are used to determine if a candidate is a good fit for a job and can involve questions about candidate work experience, skill, and personal attributes. Next, research interview. In a research context, interviews are used to collect information and insight for individuals, experts, or participants on a particular topic. Researchers ask constituents to gather data, opinions, or perspectives which can be used to analyze and draw conclusions. Next, media interview. Media interview. This type of interview involves a journalist or media professional interviewing a subject, such as public figure, celebrity, or expert to gather information for a new story, feature article, or television program. Media interview can be conducted for a variety of purposes, including news reporting, feature story, or professional purposes. Next, panel interview. In a panel interview, a job candidate is interviewed by multiple interviewers simultaneously. This format is often used in corporate settings to assess a candidate's suitability from different angles of perspective. Next, behavioral interview. The behavioral interview focuses on a candidate's past behavior and experience as indicator of future performance. Interview asks questions that require candidates to provide specific examples of how they handle situations in the past. Informal interview. This type of interview is typically initiated by an individual seeking advice, information, or insight from a more experienced or knowledgeable person at a specific field. Is this not for a job opportunity but for gaining knowledge and networking? Next, stress interview. In a stress interview, the interviewer deliberately creates a stressful or challenging environment to evaluate how a candidate handles pressure and adversity. Next, group interview. In a group interview, multiple candidates are interviewed together, often as a way to observe their interaction and teamwork skills. This approach is common in some assessment contrasts to roles that require strong collaboration. Next, purpose in interview, but in general, interviews serve several purposes. Number one, information gathering. Interviews are often conducted to gathering information for individuals with relevant knowledge of expertise. This information can be used to reach new reporting, market analysis, or other purposes. Number two, assessment. Job interviews are the common example of this. They are used to assess the qualification, skill, and fit of candidates for a particular role within our organization. Number three, selection. Selection interviews are used to select the best suited candidate for position or tasks. This can be in a job interview, college admission interview, or any scenario where multiple candidates are being considered and a decision needs to be made. Next, communication. Interview can be meant or communication between individual organization or mediated periods a platform from sharing information, opinions, and ideas. Next, exploration. Interview can also be exploratory, where the person into delve into a topic or gain a deeper understanding of a subject. This is common in journalistic interview where the goals in the export a person expert or insight. Number less, documentation. Interview can be used to document experiences, history or personal stories, or a history interview, for example, are used to preserve the memories and perspective of individual for future generation. Next, how is the interview structured? Number one, greeting and introduction. The interview usually begins with a warm welcome and introduction. The interviewer may introduce themselves and the interview panel if there is one, and they may also provide an overview of how the interview will proceed. Number two, candidate introduction. The candidate is often asked to introduce themselves briefly. This is an opportunity for you to provide a concise overview of your background, experience, and qualification. Number three, behavioral questions. Many interviews include a series of behavioral or situational questions. These questions ask you to provide specific examples from your past experience to demonstrate your skill, competency, and how you handle various situations. For example, can you give an example of the time when you faced a challenging situation at work and how you resolved it? Next, technical or job-specific question. Depending on the nature of the job, you may be asked technical or job-specific questions to assess your expertise on current issue first. Next, strength or weakness. You may be asked about your strength and weakness. When discussing weakness, it's important to frame them in a way that shows self-awareness and commitment to personal growth. Next, questions about the company. You are often given the opportunity to ask questions about the company, the role, or the team. It's a good idea to have some thoughtful questions prepared in advance to show your interest and engagement. Next, closing remarks. The interview may summarize the key points of the interview and ask if you have any final thoughts or questions. Next step. The interviewer may discuss the next step in the hiring process, such as when you can expect to hear back or if there will be any detailed interview. And let's thank you and goodbye. The interview concludes with a thank you to the candidate for the time of review. Thanks for watching.